NatureGlo here. So today I am going to be hiking into the Kiavah Wilderness here in the Eastern Sierra, California. So come join me on this hike. And that is the direction that we're headed today, towards Kiavah Wilderness. And those are the Scotty Mountains. And that is Robber's Roost, which I'll do that hike another day. We're going to be hiking just some of the most beautiful, remote Mojave portions of the Mojave Desert in the world. I'm just super excited to take you along today. So let's go! So let's go! So one of the things that I love about camping in this area, this is called the Jawbone subregion, and it's outside of 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐿, California, about, I don't know, 6-7 miles. But I really love this area because there are countless hikes in this area. There's just so many little off the beaten path dirt roads and Robber's Roost. It's just gorgeous here. I mean, look at that. And I love long hikes like this because it gets me out of my head. It gets me away from the computer. I know I'm behind a device right now, but I'm exercising. I'm moving my body. And yeah, it just feels really good. I feel getting out into nature is just such a healing balm for me. Energetically, and this has been proven scientifically, that getting out into nature helps us de-stress. I mean, our bodies are made from the elements of the earth, you know, the very cells of our body. So it just makes sense that getting out into nature helps calm and soothe. Robber's Roost is following me. Phew. I'm already warming up. You know, it's supposed to be in the low 60s, I think 61 degrees in this area today. And it's slightly cloudy, slightly overcast. Let me show you. So here is what the cloudy sky looks like. There's Robber's Roost again. And here are the Eastern Sierra Mountains. Yeah. And we're off again. Oh, this is such a gorgeous day. I'm just totally in my element. Super excited to show you my favorite place on the earth, the Eastern Sierra. And I have a new nickname for myself. I call myself NatureGlo, the Eastern Sierra girl. Yeah. So I think that name is appropriate, Eastern Sierra girl, because I pretty much spend all of my van life in the Eastern Sierra. I don't really go anywhere else. I just camp. What I do is I follow the perfect weather, 60s, 70s, 80s top. I just follow the seasons up and down the Eastern Sierra. And I'm hoping that I can extend my route to do a whole loop around the Eastern Sierra Nevada mountain range, like starting in the south, and just camp my way through the season, up and loop around, just hugging the Eastern Sierra mountain range, the Eastern Sierra Nevada mountain range, and then, yeah, just totally circumvent it and end up, you know, my favorite place, my favorite camping area in the world, which this is one of them. So yeah, I'm excited about that prospect. Ooh, look at this. Absolutely love this scene. Let's just pause. and admire. Robber's roost peeking up. Interesting things here in the Mojave Desert. Look at this rusted out pipe. I think there was a spring here at one time that's dried up. And look at this gunshot muffler. So yeah, you know, the desert is a notorious place for people to come out and practice their shooting. And here we have a ravine with a beautiful cottonwood tree right in the center of it. It looks like it might be dead, or it could just be in its winter garb, so I'm not sure. I'll be leaving here in February. So I'll be leaving here probably in about 2 weeks, because they actually closed down this area. Well, I know they closed down the Robber's Roost area because birds roost there. I should change the name from Robber's Roost to Bird's Roost to honor the birds rather than a robber. So yeah, I'll be leaving here probably in a few weeks. But yeah, I just want to enjoy this perfect weather while it's here and before they close this area, or before they close Robber's Roost area. I don't think they'll close down this area for the bird roosting time, but I'll have to check into that. Here is a close-up of the largest tree in this area. This cottonwood that looks like it's dead. And it's right in this ravine. Awesome. Phew, it's getting really warm, so time to pull my hair back. Phew. Yeah. Here's a little dip in the road. So I think I've walked about a mile from camp now, and we're walking alongside this old fence, this old barbed fence line. We're headed up that way, and I have a fun surprise up there for you. Let's go check it out. Someone opened the gate here. And we'll actually veer left off of this dirt road. And just in the distance is the Evergreen Queen. I don't know if you can see her in this lighting, but she's glinting there. Here's a pan of the Eastern Sierra, those mountains there. And those are the Scotty Mountains that we're getting up closer and closer to. Onward! Here we come to a nice sized hill, little butt buster. Check out this really cool rock. I like the pale peach, gray and white. I think that it is a mixture of quartz and feldspar. That's just my educated guess. See those little stick-like figures? Those are Joshua trees. So we are in the Joshua tree territory, habitat / ecosystem. And here is our first Joshua tree. This is a young one. So it has these evergreen spines. It's interesting how it's considered a tree. It's considered a plant more than a tree, but and the reason being is because you can't really count the rings. Like if you did a cross section like you do a typical tree, there are no growth rings. So Joshua trees grow at about 3 inches per year during their first 10 years of life. And they slow their growth down to like 1.5 inches past 10 years, but they can live hundreds of years, sometimes up to 1,000, I read. But let's just look closely at that. Isn't that beautiful? Its Latin name is Yucca brevifolia. Yucca brevifolia. So that is one of the surprises. I have another one upcoming here. There it is. Can you tell what that is? Yep, you probably guessed what this is by now. Yes, it's an old abandoned corral. I'm going to hoist up my, I haven't tried this before. I'm going to hoist up my tripod and give you a better look there. Well, how does it look up there? From up there? Pretty awesome, huh? Alright, gotta watch for those old rusty nails, but I'm gonna head inside. Pretty cool, huh? An old abandoned corral. So what type of animals do you think they kept here? I'm thinking, I don't know, these fence post is pretty tall. I mean, I would guess cattle ordinarily. Pretty neat. Woohoo! Woohoo! In the corral! Yeehaw! Yeehaw! And this looks like an easy enough outlet. I should be able to squeeze under here, backpack and all. Greeted by all kinds of wire. Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder what that is. Anyone know? Share in the comments. Huh. It's heavy. Let's have a look on the other side. This has a great big opening. I've actually thought about camping here, but the internet's not as good over here actually, so I didn't do it. Phew, all this hiking has me getting thirsty. Good thing I brought my veggie drink. Yum. Got my spoon. And my fruit cup. And a handy dandy place to hang the bag. This is fruit preserved in 100% fruit juice. No sugar. No corn syrup. I try to get the best of the best for getting fruit, the right nutrition for my body. Here in the corral, in the glorious, gorgeous Eastern Sierra Nevada, California. What a life. Next up for my snack break are organic pecans, and I also threw in a bunch of walnuts, so it's a mixture. So I'm getting lots of protein. And walnuts and pecans are both shaped like the human brain. And science has shown over and over that the omega-3s in nuts are great for the brain, for brain function. Here we go. And the last thing I'll fuel up with is a bread and butter sandwich. Last bite. Wow. That 1.5 mile hike. Whew. Really made me work up an appetite and a thirst. And we've got about, I guess, another 1.5 miles to go until I take you to Kiavah, at least the beginning portion of Kiavah Wilderness, and we'll be walking or hiking beside the beautiful Scotty Mountains, one of my favorite hikes on the planet right now. Woohoo! Let's go! Let's go! So here is our route. We'll be coming out from the corral here and up there towards the Kiavah Wilderness. And beside it are the benobbed or knobby Scotty Mountains.